You're definitely a trophy wife today, aren't you?
Uh-huh. Spend some good time on this hair.
I'm feeling like I'm a daughter called Tina, and I'm like in the kitchen.
You're the rebel, of course.
The rebel?
Yeah,
I
probably.
look cute, but I'm a
Wait a minute, we have rats in our house?
The only suit I like is a birthday suit. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Dutch Housewives.
Dutch Housewives. We are back with another episode.
Yeah, we're here to review. Ooh! Cluck, cluck.
I knew this was gonna happen.
You need to work your ear muscles.
These are heavy. So I get why they said, like, Kamora, you have some strong... What? Earlobes.
Wrong Rusical. But
Yeah.
yes. So we're back for episode 2, the Rusical.
The Rusical.
Breaking my tradition of not doing anything with Cats, the musical.
Yeah, up until this point, we have never seen Cats before.
And I would like to keep it that way.
Especially that movie.
Let's just not talk about that movie.
Mm-mm.
I think they've done it justice.
Somehow, yeah.
Too much justice.
Maybe because, like, the standards were already so low. So, yeah.
Yeah, and they made fun of Cats, so that was nice.
Yeah.
This episode, by the way, was a whopping 1 hour and 13 minutes.
Yeah, and it kind of felt that way. A little bit.
We're back again in the workroom. Joe is sadly gone.
It was a shocker for a lot of queens.
Yeah, everyone was gagged. Joe himself probably as well. Didn't see it coming.
No.
Didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
But it's a new day. It's a new life. They discuss Astina's win with the ASOS jacket. I had a feeling that would come up again because they were like going around like, who did you think was in the bottom?
I like that Hora was upfront about it. She was
Yeah.
like, no, I said this. Yeah.
At least she's honest.
She's honest, yeah. And Asttina was like, well, I still won, so hey.
Yeah, look at that CV.
Look at the CV, okay, mama.
I think it's true. Like, at the end of the day, what matters is that you turn a winning look.
Yep.
And if you need an ASOS jacket or custom couture, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It's about the look.
Yeah.
So I'm happy she defended herself on that because it's true. She won. It's on her CV now.
It's on her CV. The badge.
The badge. The repeater badge.
The badge. Gino badge. Sorry.
Then it's actually a new day in the workroom. So it's a mini challenge. Mini challenge realness.
Mini challenge.
What I loved about this mini challenge is that it's not a mini challenge we've seen before. I love that.
Yeah, so last week we saw a horror stirring the pot, and then RuPaul is just like, hey, let's continue. Let's continue. The broth is not ready yet, so we're gonna finish this broth.
This time we did want soup.
Yeah,
I did a little prediction apparently last week when I was like Minister of Trade. She's from the Ministry of Trade.
I had no idea you were a See a Future last week.
I'm still... Put a picture up here.
What? Why there?
No, I don't want it on screen. I don't want it on screen.
She was a fishy woman, okay? I think
for Halloween.
3 years ago.
3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Yeah. The theme for Halloween was circus. So I was a See a Future and I was a fortune teller and I made my own deck of cards. And I told people what was going to happen to them. I have no idea if I actually spoke any truth 3 years down the line now.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I have a talent.
But why didn't you go as a clown?
Because you already did.
Did I?
And she did.
I did.
Let's put a picture of that right here, right in center.
I'm the editor, so no.
But we're in the polling stations, and we have 4 ministers for her cabinet.
4?
We have the Secretary of Shade.
Sure.
Which is Ahura.
Ahura.
True.
No surprise.
Like she said, water is wet.
Water is wet.
Water is wet.
I mean, come on.
Then in second, this is not a ranking. Sorry. Then up next we have the Trade Minister, and that's of course Tayce. Like we predicted last week. Then we have the leader of Lording It Up, Lawrence Chaney.
Lawrence Genie.
And then last but not least, we have Baroness Basic, which is Tia Kofi. Painful. I think she saw it coming because she always says herself that she's not a look queen. She's just serving up comedy and entertainment, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
But it must hurt getting voted that.
I mean, yeah. And who knows, maybe it was unanimous. But I mean, she had a good sense of humor about it.
Yeah, I'm happy. She's like a sarcastic mess, and I love a sarcastic mess.
Love it, okay?
That's how we do it in Europe.
Yeah.
Joke's on them, because Baroness Basic gets to assign the roles for Rats, the musical.
Of course.
Oh, it's a musical. Oh my god.
Wow.
Rats, the Rusical.
You uncultured little boy.
All of the roles were assigned really well, and I thought the entire musical worked with how she assigned the roles.
Yeah, Tia could have been shady with how everyone voted her as being the basic Baroness.
Baroness Basic?
Baroness Basic,
well done.
Yeah, English. But like Envy, she just wants to put up a really good show. And I think that really worked in her favor. I mean, why would you like sabotage other people while they sabotage themselves?
I think that's true. Like, as a viewer, I would much rather have a good Rusical and have someone eliminated just for not doing well enough.
Yeah.
Rather than setting someone up for failure and then seeing them go home.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy that as much. Just a little. Just a teeny weeny bit.
But I mean, you want a memorable episode. And I think with a really good Rusical, you can get that.
Yeah. And I like this Rusical.
I liked it. Despite the theme.
Despite
the theme.
So as they get ready, we get a little tea from Tayce and Lawrence because there's some fun tension going on. I think they've done it.
They've done things together.
Yeah, there's been some... No, I think they have a history because there's this comfortable tension. Like, I know what you look like naked.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, from, I think, a comment from last week in our video, we know that they were roommates. And they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
I'm so sorry because we're trying to cut out all the elements of our cats running around like they're crazy and on steroids.
Yeah, so
they're doing it so much that they're ruining literally every sentence. So we hope we have some good ones in there, and I'm very sorry if you do hear a disturbance.
You can, I think, hear like a little bit. But the worst
when
part
they're turning a corner.
I think we're okay. Let's hope.
And we also get a little story from Cherry about her growing up in the traveling community and about the toxic masculinity in the community.
Who knew? Because, like, I think the traveling community has this reputation of being very open-minded or spirited.
They don't know.
Well, then I'm completely wrong.
At least that's not the connotation they have here in the north.
I didn't even know that we had a traveling community here in the north.
Oh, but they're traveling for there.
So everyone has a traveling community.
Yeah. I mean, they're very well known for, especially the women can be very extravagant, and it's all about like dressing up a lot and with a lot of extravagance. So that's really in line with drag. But like she said, the masculine aspects, like the men have to be men, is very strong. I can very much imagine a struggle with that growing up and finding out that you're gay.
Yeah.
So I'm happy she shared that story because it's not a backstory we've heard before.
Yeah, and it must be so hard to have to come out to yourself as well and have a hard time saying that you are actually gay. I mean, I've had that experience too when I wasn't out yet. But as she said, like she's now 26 and she still isn't fully proud of who she is, which is very sad. And I really hope that this show will give her the boost and the fans will give her the boost that she really needs to really believe in herself.
I mean, at the end of the episode, she says that this competition is really lighting a fire under her.
Yeah.
I hope that she will use that fire for her benefit because she's amazing and worth the attention.
Yeah. I mean, she was clearly one of our faves. This episode was quite a shock, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's before we dig into the tea, let's dig into Rats.
The Rusical.
The Rusical.
The Rusical.
Off pitch, and there was not even a pitch. So we see a lot of people struggle in the rehearsals, but in the end, I thought everyone really came together and gave a good show. So let's just talk about them in the pairs that they appeared in, because most of them were in trios or pairs. Most of the time they were on stage.
Yeah.
So first, Ellie and Tayce as the Hood Rats.
Hood Rats.
I think they both had to really get into the role. When it first started out, I was like, ooh.
It was a bit rocky,
A bit rough.
Yeah.
But as time went on, I felt like they were much more comfortable in their roles and were really delivering.
Yeah.
Perhaps Tayce was a little bit in their head.
Yeah. I think so. You could really see it in the facial expressions.
Yeah, it was a bit stoic.
I mean, I can't really blame Tayce as well because they had, I think, one of the most complicated choreo.
Definitely.
And it's like, I think Tayce was really in their head with like the steps and looking fierce.
Yeah.
So I can understand that.
I mean, she looked fierce. She did that.
When does she not look fierce? Okay.
Exactly. And then next up, we have Cherry's sister, and Lawrence as the Rat Pack. My favorite thing about this was the green screen hands.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was such
shade.
We haven't seen the movie. We just heard about Exactly. We heard about the oh ow.
The oh ow about the whole movie, okay.
Yeah, especially the human hands were a thing, and I love that they were just CGI.
They really mocked the movie basically, which I mean who didn't? Who didn't mock the movie when they came out? Lyrically, this was my favorite part.
Yeah, definitely. And I think all three of them were pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the vocals were there, the dance moves were there. I think out of the three of them, Lawrence was in his head the most.
Yeah.
I mean, they commented on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, especially Sister really shone in this segment. Big turnaround. Because last week I wasn't that impressed, but this week I was like, okay, there's some talent.
Yeah.
I think that's the summary for this episode. The 180.
180, like Dua Lipa.
So, next up, we have Ahura and Bimini.
Yes. Oh, what a surprise.
I mean, was it a surprise?
Bimini, no, but Ahura?
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
I have to say, though, I'm a bit allergic to the high-pitched voice.
Mm-hmm.
But she turned it out. She really got into the role.
Oh, my God.
And, I mean, Bimini was just perfect for this role. She was doing her thing.
She was like, I was cast on RuPaul's Drag Race to play this role.
Exactly.
Okay? Yeah.
They did really well.
And they had, I think, the best chemistry with each other.
Yeah.
Because, it felt very fluid. It felt very cohesive. It was good. Good.
Jeez. Then we have Veronica and Asttina. Veronica stole the show. She stole the spotlight. She stole the limelight. All of the lights were on her and her memories. Memories.
I really loved seeing Veronica shine in this Rusical because we know that she has a singing background. She has a musical theater background, and I love it when someone is so confident in their role and they just perform and deliver, and you just saw it in her eyes that she knew what she was doing, okay? She knew what she was serving, and it was good.
Yeah, she was giving me very much the, give me anyone else who has 15 years of experience.
Exactly.
Give me anyone else.
Defina.
Michelle.
Duurt te lang. Yeah. Even though I was very disturbed by her costume, she still served.
Very.
I was like, oh, I'm into it, but also not.
Her makeup and hair together that was beautiful. She was really feeling herself in a really...
And also a queen that we completely counted out last episode, at least for me. But,
especially for... I got the reference.
Yeah, okay, true. I kind of counted her out last episode, and then she delivered, and this is why, I love these kind of challenges.
Asttina did well in the challenge, but I think because she didn't really have one big bit, her biggest bit was this with Veronica, but she had little moments through the entire thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it was less memorable, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I think what she did was good.
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
But solid. It was safe.
It was really safe. And also, when they assigned the roles, they were saying, oh, this is the biggest role, this is the most anticipated role. But do you really want the biggest role? Especially in this Rusical, where it has, very distinctive sections.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost better to have, a really distinct section where you can really shine.
Yeah, like Bimini and Ahura. That was, a very powerful role.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then next up we have Ginny and Tia. Ginny really surprised me. She was doing a really great job.
Yeah.
And I think this is more up her alley.
Yeah.
Acting, not being a rat, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performing as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And then last but not least, Tia. When she was crawling off the stage in the end. That was my favorite moment of the entire thing. Perfection.
Perfection. Another queen served it, okay?
Yeah.
She knew what she was doing.
Oh.
She does this every night, probably.
I think it was very difficult for her to come on stage last.
Yeah.
Because everyone else had like moments to shine in the background. She just had to come in, do her bit, and that's it. And then literally fall to the ground. So I think that was difficult, but she really delivered. It was done really well. She was singing very well.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Kudos.
All those kudos.
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 Let's dig into the runway looks.
Runways.
Runway.
Runways. We snapped, okay?
First up is Ahura.
No, wait, what's the theme of the runway?
Surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
That's why I didn't tell you. It was a surprise. But the theme is surprise, surprise.
Surprise.
Basically translated to a 2-in-1 look.
Well, I mean,
a reveal.
You can interpret it that way, but don't have to have a reveal.
I think that was the interpretation of the judges.
Yeah.
So first up was Ahura. She came out as a really true English gentleman, the groom of the wedding. And then she flipped around and suddenly she was a bride. I thought actually this look was really well done.
Yeah.
Like her Robin Hood last week. It's very simplistic, but done well.
Mm-hmm.
However, I am very tired of the groom and bride story.
Yeah.
We've seen this so many times before. And also like with the half-half thing in the Netherlands, Drag Race Holland.
Of course.
I was very tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm done seeing it. Who gets married these days? We don't have money for that. It's not my fantasy.
Not a fully queer thing to do, especially.
Yeah.
To me, at least. I also thought the theme of her surprise runway was a bit dated, which I think that's what made her runway safe compared to the others.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still very impressed. Like, I was most impressed by how she covered the hair in her hat. That's very clever to do. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it was well done, but tired of the concept. I don't like men in suits. I like men outside of suits. Without a suit. Birthday suit. Oh, that's my tagline. The only suit I like is a birthday suit. You can edit that in. Next up is Lawrence Chaney.
Lawrence Chaney.
She comes out in a blue and white Scottish flag jumpsuit and then reveals her tartan dress. I quite like the blue outfit.
Yeah.
I like the Scottish Pride jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the little moment where it's like, is it a tearaway? No, it's not. But I really hated the second look. It wasn't... okay, I didn't hate it. It wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I was also not a big fan of the second look. I don't know, I felt like the proportions were a little bit off to me.
Yeah. I would have liked to see a little bit more bust. This area felt very empty.
Yeah, it was very white, as in like...
Skin.
Yeah.
It was a lot of skin.
Like, whoa. But nonetheless, I think the reveal was the factor that wowed the judges the most.
Yeah, I was into it.
Yeah.
And oh my god, she talked back on the runway.
I'll show you my shag tapes.
Have we seen that before?
Shag pipes.
Have we seen that before?
Yes! Bob the drag queen.
So she's gonna win that. So next up was Ginny Lemon.
Ginny Lemon.
Fancy a slice.
Fancy slice of the same dress.
I think the look was good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like classic tea lady. I think we had curtains in the 90s with that fabric. So I liked it. And I mean, I was very surprised when she just revealed the same dress, but with a cut out. I mean, I think this is the kind of humor we can expect from Ginny Lemon, and I'm into it. Like, last week I was unsure because I wasn't wowed, but I think getting to know her more and more that perhaps her humor is in my alley.
Yeah.
It's up my alley.
Up your alley. This only could have worked for Ginny. And in that way, like, that's the only way.
Yeah, because if she had like a really hairless bubble, I wouldn't have thought it was a good reveal. Because we love a good bubble butt, and it's a big butt.
Hairy butt.
Big hairy butt. This was a surprise because you don't expect a queen like Ginny to have a reveal.
So it works, yeah.
It was a surprise. Yeah. Next up we have Cherry Valentine.
Cherry.
She comes out in her polka dot, black and yellow. I want to say baby dress. It felt very childlike, like with the big poof.
Had a playful silhouette.
Yeah, especially with the big bow. And
yeah.
I was into that look, and I like the big balloon. That made it like, I'm a cute kid, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna be a kid. I don't know what to do.
Kid.
And then she switched around and went like, gender reveal party. I mean, I love a good confetti, but with like the big bump already in the dress, I saw it coming.
Yeah. I also agree that it was a bit predictable. I thought it was a safe look.
Yeah.
Too bad there weren't any explosions.
Or Wildfire.
Or Wildfire. Oh, I meant that.
Next up is Tia Kofi. That's the
Kofi.
question.
The question remains.
I was surprised when she came out as a leather dad. That was good.
That was good. Yeah, that was campy.
I have to say, this was the biggest surprise reveal for me. Was it good?
No.
It was dance emoji.
It was dance emoji. The dress was a bit...
Shake and go.
Shook and go.
Yeah. It was not really a particularly good dress. It was very simple.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, like, the reveal was, to me, the most impressive with the, like, whoosh.
That was very fluid.
Wait. Not the most impressive. But it was one of my favorite reveals.
Yeah.
Then next up, Ellie Diamond. She was the Scarecrow, the Lion, and the Tin Man. No Dorothy, because she killed Toto. She's behind bars. I thought there were cute outfits. I agree with the judges that she could have done more with the personalization of the characters. Because she was just wearing the outfits mostly. Yeah. But it was cute. We got 3 looks.
Yeah, it was cute. It was very cleverly done as well. She really layered the clothing in a clever way. Felt like 3 distinctive looks.
Yeah, because you didn't see that there was a lot of underneath.
Yeah.
So that was well done.
Yeah.
Then next up, we have Asttina. Abby, take notes.
We have Abby! She came back.
I love that she had the right swords, the side swords. And that she had the teeth. But taking off the coat is not a reveal.
Yeah.
And then the teeth were the surprise. Well, if you know the character, it's not a surprise.
Yeah, for me, it was not a surprise at all.
Yeah, with Abby in Drag Race Holland, it was a surprise that they weren't there. I expected them to be there. It wasn't a surprise to me.
No, it was
It was well done.
Yeah.
I think the surprise element really missed. Or the 2-in-1 outfit, if that was the criteria.
Yeah.
Then taking off a cloak is not a winning thing.
And I also have to say, like, where last week she really sold it with the minimalistic approach of the challenge, I felt like this week I needed a little bit more. I needed more with the performing as well. I feel like she relied a bit on her fierceness. Well, I really wanted to see her fight or like sell the character because Melina is like a crazy character.
Yeah.
I really wanted her to sell me the character and really wow me. Then I think it would have worked a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Then next up is Sister. Came out in the tea lady dress as well, very old-timey, and then revealed the Mistress of the Night. This was a surprise.
Yeah.
I was gagged.
Love the tattoos.
Yeah.
That was really good.
And then also taking the wig off and revealing more tattoos.
Yeah.
This was well done. This is what I needed from Sister last week.
Yeah. She really stepped her PP up.
Then next up is Veronica Green. I
I
don't know what I'm doing with this accent. I'm so sorry. She comes out in a housewife with a wig line I would scream at. Like Michelle said, I was ready to pounce on that wig.
Yeah.
And then she was like, whoop, and it's gone.
It was gone. And we were like,
freaking robot.
She's my sister,
that was amazing. Okay.
That was my favorite reveal.
It was really good. This one I really did not expect.
Exactly.
From Veronica Green.
Yeah. It gave me, what's it called?
Jetsons.
The Jetsons. It gave me very much Jetsons, like robot housewife. I love that.
Loved it.
Yeah.
The narrative was clear. It was like, I got it. And she served it. She really acted the housewife fantasy and then was shocked when her reveal was shown, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Those tiny details are what makes it look amazing. Okay, serve it.
Next up, we had Tayce. I want to say she looked sickening, but everything was the same color, so the reveals, taking off a coat, didn't really have an impact because it was like, oh, you're taking a layer off, but I couldn't really tell because the layer underneath is the same color.
Yeah.
But I thought it was well done. I mean, she looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I wasn't surprised.
And I agree with Tia saying that, so you wore red on red, and what's the surprise? The blood? That's also red! If the blood was like black or something, or I
would have
don't know,
matched
a
the
different
corset.
color.
Then, last but not least, we have Bimini Bon-Boulash trying to make balloon art, but unfortunately that failed.
Ooh, yeah. It was a bit butterfly moment.
Very that. But I thought it was a good look, like
mostly
from here up, because the balloons ruined it, in a sense, especially because it didn't work. But I loved the makeup and the hair. That was very well done.
Very well done. I could see her in those runways with this part. She really looks like a really
British model,
a high-end model.
And that was the runway.
Runway.
The only thing I do want to say, it's starting to bug me a little bit, and I hope that it doesn't continue, is that Lawrence and Tayce constantly get told that they need to work on their enunciation.
Yeah.
I have no issue with understanding them.
No.
Perhaps it's because we're European and we hear Welsh and Scottish accents more often.
Yeah.
But they're enunciating, they're pronouncing their words. We can hear the words, we understand when they're talking. I don't want this to be a trend because it feels like we're picking on
the accent,
the regional dialects here.
It's weird because, like, to me, I don't even think that Tayce, for instance, really has a strong accent. I can really understand her clearly.
Yeah, and Ellie doesn't get told, by the way, about her accent. But Ellie
she doesn't speak that much.
Both Ellie and Lawrence have a stronger accent. I mean, you can clearly hear that they're from Scotland, but I don't get why they keep being told to enunciate.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Tayce and Lawrence Chaney needs to work on their pronunciation?
Yeah, I'm curious if you are able to understand them, and especially wondering also what your background is. And if you're from the UK, let us know. Like, because to us, they don't sound like they have very
wrong.
I mean, they're distinct accents, but not very strong, as in like can't understand them. Like the worst thing is when Lawrence says "Canay." I can't understand it because they don't say "not" in Scottish English. But
Canay.
But then we get to the safe tops and bottoms queens. Got our safe queens: Ahura, Ginny, Asttina, Sister, and Bimini.
Yeah, I agreed. I actually predicted Bimini. I actually predicted Bimini. What?
Bimini Bon-Boulash.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. I expected Bimini to be. Now I hate her name.
And she hates you back.
Okay, let me get myself together. I actually expected Bimini to be on the top, but then the runway really screwed it up for her.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think she would have made it into the top,
Maybe even one, maybe.
No.
I
really think, like, for me, Veronica and Tia were the real clear standouts in the performance. And I think, like, the variable was the third one. Then the top three is Ellie, Veronica, and Tia, and Veronica wins.
Yes, congratulations.
Deserved.
It was a landslide.
Yeah, it was a good runway. It was a good performance. I really thought she deserved it.
Yeah.
And then we officially get to the bottom queens, Jerry, Tayce, and Lawrence. We made no secret of it last week that these three were our favorites.
It was shocking.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, Cherry and Tayce had to lip sync to Memories. And Tayce won.
Yeah.
And Cherry Valentine was sent home, unfortunately. I do think that Cherry Valentine is robbed.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have put anyone else in the bottom. I couldn't have thought of it going any differently. I just thought everyone was on a similar level, mostly. And it was hard to pick who had to go home and who got to stay.
Yeah.
But in terms of the lip sync, Tayce really did sell it better. She had her like little cinematic moments.
Oh my god. She was serving you some music video, okay?
Literally.
Like glamorous memories. What?
Yeah. It was really well done. And she deserved to stay.
Yeah.
But I'm very sad to see Cherry Valentine go because she was one of my favorites.
Yeah. So weird because like from the promos, I really thought she was a frontrunner.
Yeah, same.
And I think her drag still really is top notch. And she was really ready with her drag, but her confidence and her still not fully accepting herself, I think, was her inner saboteur.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's it.
That concludes the episode and the video.
That was the second episode of Drag Race UK. And in the meantime, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow all the queens on Instagram.
Yes.
And drink loads of water. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Hydrated, even though we loathe them.
I loathe hydrated.
I loathe them.
And see you next week.
See you next week, Mama.
Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Can you hear this?
We should start an ASMR challenge. Oh.
With our mic, we can.
We can.
Okay.
This video is sponsored by Blue Yeti.
Please sponsor us. Please.